my kids are exhausting me. Sometimes I wonder if I even love them and if it's worth it. Am I a bad mom? How can I fix this?
Mm.
That's
Oh,
so hard. That is so hard.
it is hard, and I'm a new mom, and so I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a mom of a 1-year-old, and oh my goodness. And I think that my first thought, even just hearing that sentence, it's like, you are not a bad mom. You're an exhausted mom.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she sounds tired. Even just in writing that, it sounds like she's so tired.
Yeah, and I think that when it comes to it makes sense that you're wanting to know how you can fix it. Right? Because I mean, I'm just using my own experience, but as moms, we want to control our surroundings because we want to make this, a beautiful, safe place for our kids to thrive. And so when kids are disobedient, or we have to discipline them, or it's just whatever it may be in your situation as to what is creating this exhaustion, that finding this perseverance and endurance while you're in the midst of feeling tired totally makes sense. And I think when it comes to the practicality of how can we fix this, I'd really just suggest reaching out to other moms, whether it's finding a support group or a Bible study of moms kind of in your same stage of life where you're just feeling continual support, that you're not alone in your experience. That, we can get into the nitty gritty of maybe what's causing the exhaustion, or, there can always be things we can do differently or be doing better, or areas that we feel not enough as moms. But I think having that support and community from other people to kind of bounce those things off of, and just have this sense of, okay, I'm not alone in this, and that we can do this together, right? And build kind of that mom tribe that.
Yeah, totally. Off of that question, although it's not in the question, what would you kind of recommend to husbands who maybe are seeing that in their wives, and maybe just are looking for ways to support them as they mother?
Yeah, I think that as husbands, or I guess as moms, I'll say for moms first, that when you're giving yourself 24 hours a day and there's always someone that needs you, it is so easy to kind of lose your sense of self a little bit, and even articulating what you need or how to take care of yourself. And I think for husbands, giving these little glimmers of, I care about you and I see you, where your husband is able to really meet you where you're at in that exhaustion, whether it's bringing home some flowers from Walmart or bringing you a cup of coffee or tea in the middle of the day. I'm using a couple personal examples, but I'm building off of that because I've noticed times where my son wakes up from teething in the middle of the night and I have nothing left to give. And yet there's something that he knows that I will cherish. He knows that will build me up, or whatever it is that spouses notice in their wives that they know will um, hold on to and mean a lot to. That
Mm,
would be
yeah.
encouraging for them, and speak volumes more than you probably think by extending that to your spouse.
Yeah, I mean, everything that you just said in response to this question really just revolves around finding that support, having that community, those people, that we were not meant to live this life alone, especially moms who, I think there's a tendency, and I am not a mom yet, but I do have some really great friends who are moms. And I've noticed just this tendency for them to kind of self isolate, and just be like, this is my almost burden to bear. And I don't want to bring anyone into that, or stress anyone else out because I'll carry it all myself. And you end up experiencing so much of what this mom is experiencing, that burnout, that exhaustion, really, disliking your life and maybe even your kids at times.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, and I think too that as you're talking about that burnout, as you're talking about that exhaustion and just dislike of your kids, that yeah, I mean, just going back to building that community of people, or just thinking about who those people are. And if you don't have those people, I think it's important to know that they're not alone in that too, that there are platforms, on social media where if they don't have this immediate close circle of friends or family close by that can step into that space tangibly and support them, that there are other ways of doing that too.
Yeah, yeah, such good practical advice. And hopefully that was able to encourage some of the mamas out there who are maybe experiencing this exact same thing.